Alrighty then, back for another chapter of DanDaDan, this time chapter 142, chapter title, That's Enough of Sweets. Also, it has a picture of Vamola in the little the icon. So I'm looking forward to more Vamola. Let's open up the chapter. Oh, and then she's right there on the first page. Alright, so we're back at the house. Uh, Wait, yeah, back at the Momo's house, I think. Anyways, we got Okarun. Also, what is going on? Oh, yeah, didn't Okarun run back to the house at the end of the? Yeah, he was running. So I guess he ran back to the house at in the last chapter. So now he's back here. He says, huh? Question mark exclamation point. She's not here. Question mark exclamation point. And then Vamola with a little looks like a Christmas sweater, but it has a little like Godzilla creature, a kaiju, on the front. And also Turbo Granny. I forget who the other one is that's floating. Oh, I know. Isn't that? Oh yeah, it was the girl who wanted to be like a an idol, and then it was her like dead friend. I think they put her into a little doll thing too. Right, so that those two characters are there too. All right. So what is Turbo Granny saying? Psycho's out working. Now take a hike. Turbo Granny. All right, no. Not Turbo Granny, but the grandma. She's just always gone. She must be like. I imagine it's because she's probably like the strongest of all the characters. She's kind of just like, if she was there, she would just be able to solve every issue immediately. That's probably it. All right, and then Vamola saying Takakura, which I think is Okarun's real name. Come on in, says Vamola, and then the girl who wanted to be an idol. I've forgotten her name. Oh gosh, I need to close the door. Okay. Takakura, question mark exclamation point, says, yeah, the girl who wanted to be the idol. I forget her name at the moment. Uh, class rep, the question mark exclamation point, says, Okarun, good evening. She replies, and then she goes on to say, I'm indebted to Miss Agnes, or Ayas, however it's pronounced, for the other day. Dot dot dot. She says, and then we got a picture of what, I don't know what those are. To me, as an American, I guess they look like Twinkies. But they're clearly not Twinkies. Anyways, dot dot dot. So I brought her some things as thanks. Oh, and there's a little says, oh, I'm not gonna be able to pronounce this. Yakumangaku. Yeah, okay. I probably mispronounced that, but whatever that is. And then Vamola looks like she's about to give Okarun a hug, and she's saying, "You can have some to Takura." Oh boy. Okay. Can we please use the name Okarun? I find that easier to pronounce. Thanks. Right, and then Okarun says, "That's okay. I appreciate it, but dot 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 dot. It's not the time for that. Right now, Miss Agnes, dot dot dot, has been spirited away by a board game with some weird curse. Indeed." And then we got a little depiction of the diorama. Um, and then he goes on to say, "I came here to ask Miss Psycho for help." Says Vamola. Momo's in trouble? Question mark exclamation point. And then everyone's in the shot again. Turbo Granny, etc. Turbo Granny says, "Bahaha, that dummy got what she deserves." And then Vamola says, "Turbo Granny, so mean." And then Okarun says, "Turbo Granny, do you know anything that could help? It's a wooden box about this big." with a diorama of a castle inside. And then Okarun goes on to say, and when people get pulled into it, they become game pieces. Huh? Question mark, says Turbo Granny. Can't hear you. What do I get out of it? No, Turbo Granny seems to be eating the... This was a bad time to do my laundry, but it's fine. The laundry machine's way too loud. Alright, anyways, as if this blockhead would know anything, says the friend of the girl who wanted to be an idol. And then May, she says the girl who wanted to be an idol. So May is the one who's in a cat suit with a turtle hat. Okay. Why would you say it like that? Humph, says May. Whoa there, Kawabunga, you nitwit. Turbo Granny really say Kawabunga? Kawabanga? Kawabanga? Kawabunga? No, it's Kawabanga. Alright, I thought she was, yeah, nitwit shithead, goes on to say, Turbo Granny, who the hell do you think you're, picking a fight with, nitwit? Oh, yeah, okay, so, yeah, so May called Turbo Granny, blockhead. I see, okay, I wasn't paying attention to who she was calling a blockhead. But yeah. Turbo Granny says, Dai Kawabanga. Okay, and then she's like swatting, Turbo Granny swatting her little cat paws at, May, but May can fly, so she can't, Turbo Granny can't reach May. With swat sound effects. And then May says, moron. And then Vamala says, Granny, stop that. And then, May's, I wish somebody would say her name because I don't remember it at the moment, but, she says, May, apologize now. Those two didn't get along. They're always fighting. That they are, says Okarun. Miss Kawabanga, do you know anything about cursed, board games? Turbo Granny says, this turtle brain's head may be big, but it's completely empty. 3 seconds is the limit of how far back her memory goes. With a pling sound effect? Alright. Oh my gosh. Laundry machine, calm down. You're being way too loud right now. Anyways. May says, you puny little cat food head. A nitwit turtle head like you wouldn't even make it 100 days, says Turbo Granny. Okarun says, stop fighting for a minute. This isn't the time for that. Turbo Granny, please, we need your help. And he goes on, Okarun goes on to say, you know about magic objects, right? I'll give you anything you want in return. Turbo Granny says, anything, question mark? Okarun says, anything, exclamation point? Turbo Granny turns around to face Okarun and says, was there a black cloth any ... any where near the wooden box cloth? Question mark, says Okarun. No, there was nothing of the kind. This is the worst. Okay, what is going on with my washing machine? This is the worst. What idiot would do something like that? I need to get this washing machine fixed. I don't know what's wrong with it. It's way too squeaky. Actually, it's technically the dryer. But anyways, this is the worst. What idiot would do something like that? Says Turbo Granny with a pretty serious look on her face. Rin. There we go. We got her name. We got the girl's name finally, Rin. You'll have to help. And then we got a panel of darkness, but like stylized darkness. I don't know what that's supposed to be. Okay, and they're all running out to the diorama now. Now that Turbo Granny is aware of the situation and willing to help, Okarn's in Turbo Granny form. Rin is on a bicycle with May flying along beside her. Despite the fact that there's a basket on the front of the bicycle, I feel like May could have been riding in the basket, but we'll just have an empty little basket on the front. Sure, why not? Could have been a ET kind of reference, but sure, why not? We'll just do it this way instead. All right, and then at some point, Vomola's waving to them as they run off. Vomola, you mind the house, says Turbo Granny. You'd only get in the way. But Vomola Chan is tough, says Okarn. W dot 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 says Rin. What good am I going to be in all this? Turbo Granny says, we've got a lot of gear. You'll be the porter. Okay. Rin says, oh, yes, ma'am. Dot dot dot. Okay, so back in the diorama with Momo and. Why am I blanking on this guy's name? I don't remember his name. Anyways, we got a shot of a village. Yeah, it's like a village, kind of. It looks kind of maybe European. I don't know enough about European countries to say which European country, but it looks European, I guess. Yeah. Lots of little buildings. Also, the sky it looks like nighttime with stars. Okay. Anyways, so we're walking down this village and they come across another frog chef. Why are the frog chefs back? I don't know, but there's one. He's holding a fork, giant fork. Momo says, he's seriously staring us down. And then the guy whose name I can't remember at the moment, but it doesn't seem like he's about to attack. Momo says, oh, hang on a sec. The boss we beat before, says Momo as she pulls out the card. Rock hard Costianus? I don't know. Medusa, it says. Yeah, so it is a Medusa. It says, your body will become stone, your movements will become slowed. It says HP 8000, crush / hard. Whatever this means for this made up card game. Okay. It says your body will become stone, says Momo. With this, I think we'll be even. Okay. Okay, yeah, no. With this, I think we'll be okay, even if we get stabbed. Cool, says, the guy's name I can't remember. But, let's try it. They turn to stone. And they start walking. And, they're approaching. And then we got the next one. They're still approaching. They've made a little bit of progress, but they're approaching slowly. This is getting nowhere, says the guy's name I can't remember at the moment. This card's useless, and after all the work we did to beat that boss, and they both say dot 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 as they look at the frog. So instead they summon the sword and shield from the first boss they defeated. And then we got a little close up on the frog's face. The frog says, welcome to the town of ice. Town of ice. All the buildings made of ice? I can't tell. Guh. They both respond. Ice, question mark, says Momo. The guy's name I can't remember at the moment, says, so this place is gonna be cold then? Momo says, hey, if you wanna go, we're not gonna hold back. So what's up? We got a shot of the frog. Frog says, "Welcome to the town of ice." Okay, he's like an NPC. He's only got one line of dialogue. He's repeating himself, so that's how it is. Yeah, says Momo. And Momo goes on to say, "What's your name?" "Welcome to the town of ice." The frog repeats for a third time. He said it again, says the guy's name I can't remember, and the Momo says, "He's one of those guys that can only say set phrases." She's uh pointing at one of her cards. All right, we just got like a town of NPC frogs, I guess, who only have limited dialogue. There's another one with a giant spoon. There's one that looks like he's French. There's another one that's just kind of plain. Another one that's kind of just plain. Another one that's just sitting and plain. And they all have very similar clothes, but not exactly. All right. Mama says, you see it all the time in video games, right? The guy's name I can't remember. So he's not an enemy. I don't know, but For now, I'm guessing he's not like the others we've encountered thus far. Momo apparently notices something and says, "Ah." Um, and then she turns with a totter sound effect. Something smells super good. Whoa, says the guy's name I can't remember. "Are we sure about this place?" he says. They're not all gonna attack us at once. Uh, Momo responds, "Dunno." All right, there is a do they call these things spit roasts? It's like it's kind of just a thing of meat rotating. Okay, you want looking like something out of like a like out of the Flintstones, with it's like just like a big piece of meat, bones sticking out the ends, and just like a big chunk of meat in the middle. Meaty meat says Momo. As she's looking at the meat. All we've had to eat is sweets. I thought I was gonna go crazy. Is it okay for us to eat this? Asks the guy's name I can't remember. Excuse us, could we have some of that meat? Says Momo to the frog chef in front of the meat, or to the side of the meat rather. "I'm begging you, look at me." And then the frog chef at the meat station says, "Welcome, may I take your order?" And there's a little contract thing that has appeared. I guess these are like the menus, if I had to guess. It's giving very menu vibe. So it's like the menu of the game they're in. Huh? Says Momo. She's looking at the little contract thing that appeared. What's this? Um, 2F. Um, is it the cost? Like 2F is whatever the currency is. Okay. Momo says it costs money. Damn it. You've got two starving children here, says Momo. What's this? Says the guy's name I can't remember as he's looking at the contract carefully. Frog symbol times 2. Dot dot dot. Momo says, "Oh." As she's going to the purse. Oh, she's got those like origami frogs. Yeah, because they turned into origami when they were defeated. Maybe these, as she pulls out a handful of them. And the frog says, "Thank you, very much for your patronage." Um, two meat, two meats purchased. 4F. And now the meats are sitting on a table for them to enjoy. And then they're both very happy, with stars in their eyes, arms in the air, and then they say "Bon appetit." And then to be continued. Alrighty then. Fantastic. Fun little chapter. I look forward to Turbogarni and company all joining them in the game world. Starting to think this arc's gonna be a little bit longer than I was expecting. It seems like this little game world's gonna go on for quite a bit, judging by the fact that now all the rest of the characters minus Vamola seem to be, I guess, Psycho or the grandma. They all seem to be going. I guess also minus the one fat guy. But yeah, seems like, and also the other dude, the first dude. What's his name? Chichi, something like that. Yeah. Most of the them are going into the diorama, but yeah, it seems like this arc's gonna end up being a lot longer than I was expecting, but okay. It's no problem. I'm definitely enjoying this arc. I would say more than the last one. I mean, the last one had its moments, but like I don't know. I felt like by the end I was like, can we just wrap this up? But with this arc so far, I'm enjoying it. I like this whole diorama world. Very interesting. But yeah, I'm definitely enjoying this arc. Very good. Anyways, end of recording.